I think the drivers would race for a bottle of milk. I don't think they need the money. I'm serious. I think they would tell you, I want to drink that bottle of milk in victory lane. It's the most important thing they do.
Hi, I'm CJ Miller with Hoosier Ag Today at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Coming up May 28th, 2023, it's the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500. But first, we're here at the 49th annual Indianapolis 500 Fastest Rookie of the Year Award Luncheon, sponsored by American Dairy Association Indiana. Coming up, you'll meet the 4 rookies that are part of this year's race, including the fastest rookie, Benjamin Pedersen with AJ Foyt Racing. You'll also meet the CEO of American Dairy Association Indiana, and you'll meet this year's Indy 500 veteran milkman.
The real victory happens when that driver gets on victory circle, takes that glass bottle of milk, drinks it, pours it all over himself. He has officially won the Indianapolis 500.
It is such an important tradition to our history. It is important to the drivers. They also love to keep that bottle, just like the Baby Borg. That's one of those trophies they put on their shelf, that bottle that they use when they're in victory lanes.
We have Louis Meyer, who started in 1936 with buttermilk. And what we do is work really hard to embrace that tradition and really elevate the dairy farmer. So a dairy farmer is the one who gives that bottle of milk.
You chose 2%. That was your milk preference between 2% whole milk and skim milk. Why 2%? To put you on the spot here, Benjamin.
Yeah, it was a tough call between whole and 2%. I stayed true to myself my whole life. I've drank 2% if ever I have a glass of milk, so I felt like just stay true to yourself.
In my country, we haven't too much options of milk. You have here a lot of options of milk, so I choose the most popular choose. This is the only reason.
Well, and should you win, that milk, when you pour it over the top of your head, it's going to photograph really well from what I've been told.
Of course, if I win the Indy 500, I can drink milk, fuel, any way you want.
If I'm going to drink milk, might as well have the best one. I guess everybody's got the preference, but I think over half the field for sure is picked whole milk. I think it's the vast majority has. I don't know if anybody's going to do buttermilk, but
I don't think buttermilk's a choice anymore.
Is it not a choice? I don't know. They just asked me what kind, and I was like, whole. Definitely going to be whole milk, but yeah. This would obviously be the goal.
I mean, if I'm going to enjoy victory, I want the whole taste. So that's why I chose that. And I grew up drinking it. Between me and my 2 stepbrothers in high school, we would drink 7 gallons a week. So for me, it's a kind of a taste of home and hopefully a taste of victory come this Sunday.
You know, I just milked the cow literally in person, so that was, you know, as whole as it can be. Thank you, Indy.
She said you're welcome. In 2016, Alexander Rossi actually milked the cow, and other rookies just watched him and kind of cheered him on, and he went to win the race. So now it's been a tradition of its own and maybe a superstition, so now all the rookies want to make sure that they milk the cow when they come here.
I actually thought I was going to a farm this morning to milk a cow. I didn't realize it would be here at IMS, so when we rolled in here, I was like, well, the cow's over there.
And I went 1 for 1. First try, got to milk the cow. So I was pretty proud of that. I milked a goat when I was like 8 years old back home in Idaho, and I don't have experience milking a cow, so I was pretty proud to do that at first try. It's cool to kind of honor the Dairy Association here in Indiana. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes in racing. It's not just about motorsports. It's about everything that goes into it. And the Indy 500 is more than just one day in the entire month of May.
This isn't about me, but it's about all of us that produce milk in the state of Indiana. I'm so proud of each one of these guys and this young lady that's going to be racing. But I'll tell you what, I know this. Whomever it is that wins, I'm going to celebrate with them, and I'm going to be right there. I'm going to pull that milk out of that ice in that cooler, and I'm going to give it to them. And when that milk goes down their suit after pouring on, I want them to feel almost in shock. I want them to know that they have had the milk.
Godspeed. Cheers. Cheers.
Once again, at the end of the 2023 Indianapolis 500, don't forget to grab your ice-cold glass or bottle of milk and celebrate with a toast with this year's winning driver. And don't forget, winners drink milk.